G'day fellow foodies, I am back and I'm starting out with sowing my seeds for my summer garden. I've got some capsicum seeds that were from last season. I've also got some tomatoes and some spring onions and a few other bits and pieces. I'm going to be starting them out in a hard plastic container. This just happens to be a custard container, but what I like about this is it has a clear lid, so potentially you can create your own little hothouse for each group of seeds that you plant. I put 2 holes in the top and I put some drainage holes in the bottom, which is what I'm about to do today. And then you fill up your container with some soil and plant your seeds, pop your lid on, pop it in a nice sunny but shaded area, and away you go. So let's get started. How I do my holes, I've tried doing knives, I've tried hole punches and all that sort of stuff, but I find the easiest way is a lighter, and this is a metal skewer. I heat up the skewer, which melts a hole in the bottom. Lots safer than trying to use a steak knife and risk cutting yourself. So while it's hot, sometimes you might have to heat up the skewer a couple of times so that the heat's starting to come out of the skewer now. You just keep going on till you've got as many containers as you need. I also have a little helper on my shoulder at the moment, so if you hear any chirping, that's my bird. So I do 2 rows of holes. I do. What do you do? Me? So much easier than trying to wrestle a steak knife through the plastic and risk hurting yourself. I really don't want to go and spend 6 hours at an emergency waiting with a hole in my hand. And then I'll put 1 at each end, like so. Make that one a little bit bigger. See, also with the plastic, if you need the holes a little bit bigger, you can use the heat from the steel to make the holes as big as you like. I will continue with that and I will get back to you when I'm finished. Oh, actually, before I do, I'll show you the lids, the holes in the top. So with the hothouse, you don't want to have too much heat, especially if you're going to have them on a windowsill. So I usually put 2 little holes in the top, just to create a little bit of air circulation. And also get some oxygen in there. So there's 1 that side. And 1 that side. There we go. Now you've got 2 holes, one here and one here, and the holes in the bottom. So I'll keep going. It's one down, just a couple to go. Here's what we are starting with. Now I've got some potting mix and stuff, seed raising mix here beside me. Now I've probably only got that just under half full. You don't want to put a great deal in there because we're just starting the seeds off. And we want to leave space for them to grow in the hothouse. So if you fill the container all the way up to the top, they've got, excuse me, no biting. Yeah, if you fill the container all the way to the top with soil, you wouldn't have any room for the seeds to grow. Now the other trick that I wanted to show you is that because I have a bird on my shoulder and I can't actually go out to the garden shed because someone will end up taking flight, won't they? Yes, they will. If you need to make a little watering, rather than using a big full-size watering can that's got 30 or 40 holes that might flood your seeds and wash them out, I use the same process by heating up my skewer and we're going to put a couple of little holes in the top of this fizzy bottle. Yeah. This is a bit thicker plastic, so I hope this works properly. Yes. 1. 2. Reckon we can get one more, bub? Whoopsie. Steady on. I need to warm it. Got too cold. I would usually use, doing seedlings, I'd usually use a little spray water bottle. Please don't eat my freckles. They are not seed. I've got a couple of freckles on my shoulder. And please don't do that. And my bird thinks and mistakes them for seeds, and he tries to eat the freckles off my shoulder. Okay, so I've just got 3 holes in there. Doesn't have to be pretty, just needs to do the job. So in order, if you don't have a spray bottle and you don't have watering cans, get yourself a soda bottle, a pop bottle, a fizzy bottle, whatever you want to call it, soft drink. Put a couple of holes in the top. And then it trickles out. And if you need a faster flow, just squeeze the bottle. And then we sprinkle a bit of dirt over the top. Try not to make a complete mess. Give them a little water. Start them off. Do you need to attack the bottle, do you? There you go. I don't know whether you can all see this or not. You don't want to attack it anymore. Okay then. Alright. So there we go. Seeds are in. Lids on. Tomato ones are ready. I need a tray catcher, which I have here. Oh dear. Creaky couch. Tray catcher to sit them in so that it catches any water that might drain out, and then you sit that on your windowsill. Turn them every 2 or 3 days so they get equal amounts of sun and that they don't grow crooked towards the sun, because that's what they'll do. The seeds will grow towards the light. So every couple of days you want to turn them so that you get the even growth and that they grow straight up. I'm going to continue on with my other seeds, and when I'm finished I will show you what I've planted for today. So the ones that I've done for this tray is tomatoes, capsicums or bell peppers, corn, which is a sweet corn, and silver beet. I'm going to pop these in the windowsill. Hello darling. Someone's decided to... Are you right there? Now I'll have to disinfect the table because you pooped on it. You did. So I'm going to pop these in the windowsill, clean up His Majesty's oopsie-daisy, and do another round. Okay, so my little off-sider, I don't know whether you can see him or not, he's down here in the corner. He's abandoned my shoulder. And wants to be in the limelight. Can't see what's going on, so you've got to get in amongst it, haven't you? Is that what you're all about? So for my second lot, we've got some kale. Now this one is going to be spring onions. You calm down there, Bubs. Oops. You got everything under control over there? You got your corner sorted? Is it going good? Do you want a drink? Is that good? You can't drink it through the bottle. That was spring onions. These signs are only temporary until I can find where I put my plastic ones that stick out of the ground. Now we've got 2 to go. This one is going to be lettuce. Oops, put these away. You're going to have a bath after this. He's trying, I don't know whether you guys can see him or not, but he's trying to get the water out of the bottle. I can see the water, but I just can't get it. Are you having issues? Are you having issues, young man? He hasn't had much time out recently because we've had the fire going, and I always fear for his safety with a fire going. Even though the fire's contained, the glass is hot, and I would hate for him to get hurt from the glass. It's a lot of lettuce seeds. It could be overrun with lettuce this year if they all sprout. It's a lot of seeds, Bubsy. Oh, thank you very much. It's not really what I wanted, but thank you anyway. Thank you anyway. That's your seed. You go and plant your own seed. Last one. Now these are cherry tomatoes. These are a truss variety, so they grow on a vine and you just cut them off vine and all. The seeds are pretty tiny. But homegrown. Seeds are tiny. Here we go. Lid on. And a tag. There we have it. There is tray number 2. We've got kale, spring onions, what's that one? Lettuce, and the cherry truss tomatoes. I'm going to pop those in the windowsill, and I'll take you over and show you where they're going to be sitting for the next couple of weeks. I will. Are you coming, or are you going to stay there and guard your seed? Do you need the water bottle? Do you want the water bottle? No? You don't want to chase the water bottle. Okay. Alright. So as you can see, sorry for the glare and the reflection, there is all our starter seeds for round 1. And then once they start to sprout and get mature enough, they will go out into the big garden, and I will start again with a second round. Ready for the end of season, for dehydrating and putting away for the winter. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.